What's going on, guys? Zach Votage here, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video for you just to kind of walk you through the process and give you a visual representation of what we do over here with Digital Growth Holdings. We're actually going to build out these client acquisition systems for you, and we're also going to implement some automations for you so that you guys aren't spending your time with any of the tire kickers when it comes to your lead generation. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here to my computer, and if you check this out, the first step is driving traffic, right? This is where we come in. What we're going to do is use paid advertising on a few different platforms, primarily on Facebook, but we're also going to use TikTok ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and that's how we push prospects into our funnel, right? So when people come into the funnel, then we're going to follow up with them. Okay, we're going to implement this, and I'll show this in a few minutes here. We have a software in which we're going to text, email, call, and drop voicemails on these prospects that come into our funnel on your behalf. So we're going to stay in front of them because a lot of times a lead might be interested, but they don't come into, or they're not ready to take the next step, whether that's book an appointment with you, submit an application with you for a loan, or a consultation on the life insurance financial advisory side of the business. They're not ready to take that next step. So this nurture campaign right here, or the follow-up process, is really a major component in what we do. We've seen a lot of success with it because whenever they are ready to take that next step, whether it's booking an appointment or submit an application, they know where to reach out to you, they know where to find you, and they know who to reach out to because you're constantly staying in touch with them through different avenues or different angles, marketing angles via text message, email, SMS, and calling as well. Now, another thing that we're going to do on your behalf, anytime a new lead comes in and fills out a form on any of the paid advertising, our internal sales agent is going to call them themselves. So we're actually calling these leads for you. You're not calling them. We're going to call them and pre-qualify them based off of your specific criteria when it comes to your lead generation. So if you have specific criteria that you want to work with a certain type of client, minimum assets under management, or minimum investment amount, or minimum loan amount, depending on what you're trying to do and accomplish here, we're going to have our internal sales agency reach out to these people and qualify them on your behalf. So that way you guys aren't wasting your time with the tire kickers, and you're really only working the leads that are likely to convert, much more likely to convert. If they are qualified, then that's when we would go ahead and send them over to you. And there's really two ways for us to send them over to you. We can either send it to you via live transfer, if it is during business hours, and if that is something that you can handle, if you do have someone to answer the phone all day during business hours that can go ahead and do that. If not, then we'll go ahead and book them on your calendar for the next day. We're not going to book any appointments the same day. Anytime we book an appointment, we want it to have at least a 8 to 12 hour buffer. So you guys have a heads up that you have an appointment the next day. We're actually going to have follow-ups in place for the prospect that comes through this funnel and they want to book an appointment with you the next day. We're going to text them 24 hours prior to the appointment. We're going to text them 1 hour prior to the appointment and 10 minutes prior to the appointment. So that way their show-up rate on these appointments on average right now is between 70 and 80%. And that way you guys aren't wasting your time when no one even shows up, right? I know that's a big problem in the industry as well. So that's something that we're trying to fix. And I know every once in a while you might have someone that doesn't show up. Life does happen. People do get busy. They do have other lives. They have families and other hobbies and things. So, once in a while you might 1, 2, 3 out of 10 might not show up. But we can make sure that at least 7 out of 10 will show up to that appointment, and they're also very well qualified. Now, if they're not qualified, we just drop them into this disqualified lead bucket. We'll continue to nurture and follow up with them to see if we can qualify them maybe in the future, but usually this is a much longer buying process for these types of leads. Obviously, they submitted their information because they do have some sort of interest. So we do have a campaign in which is going to nurture them over several months, and then potentially later on down the road, they could become a qualified prospect that we could either transfer or book an appointment with them on your calendar at some point in the future. Now, just to give you an idea of what an actual lead looks like, this is what's going to hit your inbox anytime a lead does come in or someone does submit a form. Now, this is a lead that literally just came in yesterday on a brand new campaign that we just launched for a loan officer client. You're going to have obviously their contact information down here with their email, phone number, full name, current employment status, estimated credit score, down payment. And obviously, this is for mortgage loan. And then if you come down here, you can see one of my clients responded back, had a 15-minute conversation with Sherry and set an appointment to take a loan tomorrow. Off to a great start. And again, this is a campaign that we launched yesterday, 24 hours ago. So, it works, and this is just one example, and I would make this video a lot longer if I did want to go through a bunch of other examples for life insurance cases. Like my buddy Brennan just wrote a big IUL the other day, 2 days ago, on a lead that came in the same day. So it works in these 3 different industries that we really specialize in the residential mortgage lending space, life insurance space, as well as financial advisors that are specializing in fixed index annuities, life insurance, or assets under management. So this is what a lead actually looks like, and I just wanted to show that to you so that you know what to expect and that you know that they are qualified. They are answering a full-on survey, and then on top of that, we do have the ISA on our team that's going to reach out to them and book an appointment on your behalf.